Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today I filmed another client tutorial for you guys on this lovely girl here. Today I also did another look out of my comfort zone. I used nearly all cream products for this look. I wanted it to be super glowy, more like a natural editorial type of look. So yeah, if you want to see how I created it, then please. So to prime, I'm taking the Too Faced Hangover Primer with the MAC Gold Light Strobe Cream. I wanted to use nice, hydrating, glowy products because I want this look to be super glowy and soft. Still like full coverage and everything, but more on the softer side. So yeah, if you want to do a nice glowy look, you need to make sure you have first a good skincare routine, and then you also need a good primer or moisturizer or just something that will make the foundation look really nice on top.
Tryna put him in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than the church shoes. Really point to just to hurt them. All red lamps to tease them. None of these toys on lease to. Made the whole year in a week to. Main chick out of their league too.
So once they're all blended in, I'm taking this Mecca Max Liquid Light in the shade Opal just for a bit more extra glowiness on the high points of her face. So this is like a really pretty, like unique iridescent purpley shade, so I'm just putting that in the areas where you'd normally like highlight and just blending it out.
Main chick out of their league too. Side chick out of their league too.
Next is brows, and you guys know the drill. Of course, I'm taking my brow palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm mixing the shade, I think it was taupe and blonde together, and yeah, she already has really nice like pretty full eyebrows, and I wanted more of a softer brow, so I'm just brushing the hairs up and just filling in any sparse areas.
House so empty, need a centerpiece. One of your at the table cut from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces, and she clean it with her face, but you love your baby.
Then next, to carve out her brows, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape and going underneath and on top of her eyebrows just for a nice clean look.
Talking money, need a hearing aid. They talking about you, you don't see the shade. Switch up your style, you take any lane. Switch up your cup, to kill any pain. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy.
Once her brows are all nice and cleaned up, I'm just taking the same concealer and using this as a base for her eyelids as well. As you can see, it's super full coverage. So yeah, I'm just going in with a concealer brush, and then I'll set it down with some translucent powder. So with this look, I really wanted it to be skin based. So for the eyes, I think I literally only take one eyeshadow, and then the base is all about those cream glowy products. I never ever use cream products. I just feel like it's a lot of effort when you can get the same effect with powders, but I wanted to give it a shot, and I did buy lots of cream products. So yeah, you'll see me trying those out. And then here I'm just taking the shade Caramel. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm dusting this all over her lid and through her crease as well, just to get a nice bronze for some dimension through the crease.
You're a pretty little star boy.
So as you can see, this eye look is very basic. It's just one shade. You can even use your bronzer, just all super blended and buffed out on the lid and through the crease. It just looks really nice and soft if you don't want too much on the eyes, but you still want a little bit of something. And then I'm just going to go ahead and also line her lash line using the Maybelline Eye Studio and the Inglot 31T brush.
Somebody trying to test you. Every day somebody trying to end you. Pull up in the road to rescue. Pockets overweight, getting hefty. Coming for the king, that's a far cry. Come alive in the fall time. listen. In the blue moon slime, want a new edition. Have to wait, they need a centerpiece. 20 right for table cup.
So these are the lashes I will be using later. I'm not putting them on just now, just so the glue can dry. But I am going in with the ABH Amrezy highlighter just to highlight her brow bone.
20 right for table cup from Avenue P. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. And she clean it with her face, but she love you, baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. They talking about you, don't see the shade. Switch up your style, you take any lane. Switch up your cup.
So next I'm taking the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I love this foundation. It's really, really good if you don't want as much coverage and you want a nice sheen to your look. You definitely can build this foundation up to be medium to full coverage, but it's also really good just for a light layer all over the base. I'm pretty sure this is in the shade Sucrose. I'm no idea how to say it, but I'll leave it down below. And because I want a more soft, glowy look, I'm going in with a beauty blender to apply it instead of a brush, because I wanted it to be not too heavy, but still a nice coverage all over.
Some old Brad Pitt, legend of the fall, took the year like a bandit. Bought mama a crib and a brand new wagon. Now she at the grocery shop looking lavish. Star Trek roof in the Wraith the Con. Girls get loose when they hear your song. Lights on the dash.
So as you can see, I've just built it up to a nice like medium coverage. She has really good skin, so it's up to you and your client based on how much coverage you want to give them. And you can see this foundation has a really pretty shine to it. And then next I'm going to be concealing her under eye. So again, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape. Pretty sure this is the shade light medium sand. It's close enough. And again, just going in with that same concealer brush, patting this under her eyes and then down the center of her face as well.
You don't pray for love, you just pray for God. You're a pretty little star boy. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy.
Once majority of the concealer is blended out, I'm going in with this Hourglass Vanish Stick. This is in the shade Almond. It's like a really nice, really warm bronze shade. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm rubbing my brush onto the tip of it. This is just a foundation brush and putting this all over her cheeks and the perimeter of her face. I literally never ever cream contour. I just feel like it takes a lot of time and it's sort of an unnecessary step. But for those of you who do like using cream products, which is totally fine, I hope this video helps you out and shows you some techniques. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a powder girl just because I feel like it does last a lot longer and it's not as much product on your face. But yeah, each to their own. If someone to me ever requested like a really soft natural base with really glowy skin, this is exactly what I would do. I love how cream products look, but I just feel like it's a lot more effort than powders. But yeah, they do look beautiful. So after that bronzer is all nice and blended in, I'm going in with this NARS liquid blush in the shade Torrid. It's a super pretty like peachy shade and it has some gold reflex. It is very, very pigmented, so you only need the tiniest amount. And again, I'm just going in with another foundation brush. This one was a clean one, and yeah, I'm just placing that on the apples of her cheeks and then blending it back into the cream product. Cream products are really good that everything will blend really nicely together, and it does give a really, really beautiful finish to the face. And I will be setting a lot of this cream stuff with a few powders just so it will last a little bit longer. And then here I'm just going over with a beauty blender to make sure everything is really seamless and blended all together. So here I'm taking that same Mecca Maxima, or was it Mecca Cosmetica? Anyway, Mecca liquid highlighter in that really pretty purpley iridescent shade, and just a small buffer brush. I think this is like an eyeshadow one, and I'm placing that right on her cheeks, the apples of the cheeks, blending it back, and then pretty much on all the high points of her face. Liquid highlighters are super pretty, especially if you want to use like a liquid highlighter as a base and then go on top with a powder highlighter. It looks really, really nice on the skin, especially with all these other cream products. And if you are working with cream products, you want to make sure you do all your creams first before you go in with any powders so they blend in nice and easily. But yeah.
Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy.
So now that we're done with all the creams, here I'm just setting her under eyes. This is with the Huda Beauty translucent powder. I'm not baking, I'm just pressing the powder in just to make sure we don't get any creasing. And then I'm setting parts of the face where people normally get oily, so their T-zone, her smile lines, sides of the nose, a little bit on her forehead. I don't want to cover like all the glow and stuff I've done before, so I'm avoiding the cheeks and those areas.
Look what you've done.
So next we're going to be setting the cream bronzer. This is the Hourglass luminous bronzer, I think in the shade Radiant. And because we've got a cream product there, you don't want to go on with like big swiping motions. So I'm literally just tapping it on very lightly just to set what's already there. I don't want to do any big swiping or blending motions because they'll just move all the product that's underneath. Next for blush, I'm taking the MAC New Romance blush. Super pretty pink shade that is super intense and like shiny, and this looks really, really pretty on the cheeks, and it almost looks like highlighter as well. So if you do want that glowy look, this blush is perfect. And then to highlight all the high points of her face, I'm taking MAC Soft and Gentle and just putting this again on top of where we cream highlighted. So as you can see what I mean with cream products, you're putting it down and then you're going in with powder on top, so it sort of is more makeup, but it does look super pretty. And if you like going to that extra step, then definitely go ahead and do that. So here I am just sticking on those lashes that I showed you earlier. I always forget about lashes and I have to reapply the glue like 20 times, but that's fine. So yeah, I like to stick them on and then push them upwards so they're nice and curled. And now I'm taking the Benefit Brow Setter, which is a clear brow gel, just to brush her eyebrow hairs upwards. So now we're back on the eyes just to finish them off. So I'm taking that same shade I used earlier all over her eyes and just running that underneath her eyes, connecting it to the eyeshadow on top. And then for her waterline, I'm going to go in with a black liner, which is the Maybelline Kajal pencil liner, and I'm just going to be tight lining and lining her waterline.
Trying to put him in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than the church shoes. Really point to just to hurt them. All red lamps to tease them. None of these toys on lease to. Made the whole year in a week to. Main chick out of their league too.
So next I'm just covering any little bits of lash glue with the same brush and liner just to make sure it's all nice and black.
House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table cut from ebony. Cut that ivory in a
And then for mascara, I'm taking a disposable mascara wand and the Maybelline Colossal Mascara and just coating her top and bottom lashes.
They talking money, need a hearing aid. They talking about you don't see the shade.
So for lips, I'm taking MAC Strip Down Lip Liner and lining her lips. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with MAC Peach Stock.
Switch up your cup to kill any pain. Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy.
This shade is a super pretty light peachy shade. It's really good for girls that want like a really super nude lip and just like a bit of a peachy undertone. Also that mascara under her eyes, I will clean that up. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Here I am just taking some videos for my Instagram story. And then next, after the lips, I'm going to be applying some gloss. This is pretty sure Fenty Diamond Gloss Bomb. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Diamond Milk. That's what it's called. And then to set the face, I'm taking the makeup finishing spray in Oil Control by Skindinavia. My gosh, I can't talk. And I'm spraying this all over her face and fanning it down. So now I'm going to be highlighting her chest. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid highlighter in like, I think it's a bronzy. It's a really deep shade, so you can't really use this if your client isn't tan because then it will just look a bit too orange and a bit too much. So yeah, I'm just buffing this in with a duo fiber brush. So after all that is blended in, I'm going to go in also with the MAC Gold Deposit just to set that all down and give her even more bronzed and glowy look just to match her face. And then this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you want to try out some Korean products, comment below what client tutorials or videos you want to see next. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It would mean a lot if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!